Hey Michelle, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. So, what brought you in today?
I came in today because I think it's time for me to get help, and I think it's time for me to start picking up the pieces. I've been, at rock bottom for a pretty long time now, so I think it's time for me to start picking up the pieces and mending and getting back to where I once was before
Okay.
everything shifted.
Okay. So when you say you've been at rock bottom and you'd like to mend some things, what does that look like for you?
Mending relationships with my parents. After all of the things that I've put them through. Making sure that I'm taking care of myself mentally. Making sure that I'm getting all the resources that I need. And that was another reason I came in because I don't know what resources I may need.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that me trying to figure out what resources I need will help me along the way as well.
Okay. So what I hear you saying is you want to mend some things with your parents,
Mm-hmm.
some relationships that you may have caused to become rocky.
Mm-hmm.
You also are trying to maybe figure out some things with your mental health
Mm-hmm.
issues.
Yes.
Also, you stated that you would like to figure out what resources that you need.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great. I'll be here to help you facilitate that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Figure out maybe what resources that you may need, where you're at. See if we'll be a good fit.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there. I'll ask you a few questions. Sounds good to you?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So you said that you want to mend these relationships. Can you explain maybe what started the breakdown of the relationship with your family?
Yes. So after I got out of high school, I began to use drugs. I started to self-medicate with myself because I wasn't understanding what was happening. And that's why I say I think I might have I need to explore the mental side because it was just a lot of things that I was feeling and I didn't want to feel those things. So that was my way of kind of just self-medicating and making sure that I didn't feel those feelings and that I felt other than those feelings. So I began to just do things that weren't myself. I began to take from my parents, my little sister, aunts, uncles were kind enough to let me in, and I completely blew that up just by the decisions that I made based on what I was doing at the time, which was, chasing the drugs and making sure that I don't want to say it was a selfish part because I was just trying to make sure I didn't feel so down all the time. But in doing that, I kind of made it worse.
Okay.
So just everyone that helped me, I basically bit their hand, and I just would like to get back to a place where people can trust me, people can love me, and I don't want it to be hard for so many people to love me.
Gotcha. So when you say that you didn't want to feel the feelings that you were feeling,
Mm-hmm.
I think that comes natural. As human beings, we want to make ourselves feel better when we're feeling bad, whatever that looks like, whether you're using substances or you're working out, whatever it is that can help you feel that way. So that's totally normal. I totally can understand where you're coming from with that. So you have been using drugs since you got out of high school. What drugs are you using? Are you currently using now?
No.
Okay.
When I say not now, I just in this past week have decided to just kind of stop. So I haven't this week, so I just kind of made that decision. But I was using fentanyl, I was using pills, I was using Klonopins and Percocets, Xanax bars. Those are pretty much my go-tos during that time.
Okay. Well, let's just take a second to recognize the fact that you are able to, make a decision to stop for the week. I think that's great. That's a great strength that I can tell that you have. So maybe we can build upon that and get you some help if that's something that would work for you. So have you been to any other therapists, any behavioral health? Have you been diagnosed with any mental health issues or?
Nothing that I took seriously. Like I said, I've tried to get help in the past, but I just don't think I was ready. I don't think that I was at that point where I wanted the help. It was more so of me feeling bad for things that I did and trying to do it for everyone else. And it didn't work out because at the end I felt like I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. And so I didn't take it seriously. I didn't really take advantage of those services that were provided to me as far as when I was in those rehabs and they were trying to get me outsourced to different people to speak about what I was going through. I didn't really take it serious. So at this point, I felt like I burned a lot of bridges and I'm just trying to see where I can go from there.
Okay. So you said you have been to rehab before, but you really weren't receptive to the help that they were trying to give you at the time.
No.
I think that it's great that you're so self-aware. You're able to, recognize certain things in yourself. So I think that is another strength that we can build upon and get some help. So for you, what would a perfect day for you look like if you could walk me through that day when you wake up in the morning, what a perfect day would look like for you?
A perfect day would just be waking up feeling good, not having all these thoughts in my mind running constantly. A good day would be just me waking up being independent, not relying on others, and just, having a loving family, being able to go see my parents and my aunts and uncles and nieces and nephews without it being so, they have to be so on guard because of things that I did. So just getting that love back before, that would be a perfect day for me, and just making sure that I'm living for me and getting some stability in my life. That is what I think would be a perfect day.
Okay. All right. Great. Awesome. So I heard you say that a perfect day for you would look like being able to wake up and feel good, be able to take care of yourself, be independent, and just get that love and that trust back that you lost from your family. I think those are some things that we can definitely work on. So when you were at the other rehabs, if on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, perfect, and 1 being horrible, how would you rate the type of care you were getting at those rehabs?
I would say maybe they were good facilities. They were very efficient. It was more so me not accepting it. So they tried. So they tried to do their part. So I would say probably an 8 to a 9. They tried to do their part. It was me. I wasn't being able to listen to them, and I didn't want to. I didn't care. And sometimes I still feel like that. Sometimes I still feel like I don't want no one telling me what to do. And like as I said just recently within the last week, the only reason I'm feeling like this is because, or what gave me motivation is because I feel like when I feel like that is when I start to go back to things that I made decisions for myself, if that makes sense, to make me feel like I have a choice. So decisions that weren't made by somebody else for me, I go back to the decisions I made for me to make me feel better, make me feel more independent. And I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but I think that this time I could be more receptive because it feels like it's my choice. I don't feel like anyone is like, you gotta do this or anything like that. So I would say probably about an 8 because they tried to do their part. It was just I didn't want to hear them. I didn't care.
You weren't receptive. Okay. So also, I mean, I think that is a perfectly normal, quote unquote, normal way to feel. A lot of adults feel that way. You don't want anyone telling you what to do. You don't want. Some people don't want advice, things of that nature. So I can totally understand where you're coming from. And it sounds to me that you really hold on tight to your independence, and you want to, that's something that you hold dear to you, is being able to be independent and take care of yourself, make decisions for yourself, and feel as though you're a capable adult.
Right.
So I totally understand that, and I feel like the things that you're telling me, I feel like I would be able to help you here at Jackie's Place. So here at Jackie's Place, we are a rehab service. We are an inpatient rehab facility for 90 to up to 18 months worth of time that you could stay here at the residential services here. We will also offer you employment skills to help you receive employment. If you would like to go back to school, behavioral health, we offer all that gambit of things here at our office. And we can, of course, outsource. So we are affiliated with Mercy Care, which runs the whole gambit of any health issues you may have if you just want to get a checkup, if you have some teeth issues, you want to get glasses, things of that nature. So we can refer you to that. How do you have any medical issues that you're dealing with, or?
I would say probably I was an intravenous user, so I wasn't sanitary all the time. So it is possible, but I haven't taken the time to get myself checked out and see if there's anything wrong. So I would definitely be interested in getting that service just for peace of mind to make sure that I'm okay. Because I have been doing the same thing for years, and just not checking up on myself to make sure I'm okay. So yes, I definitely would be interested. I'm not aware of any at this moment, but I definitely would.
Well, great. I can definitely, get you referred over there. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and finish the intake process, which we're almost finished now. I just want to ask you a couple more questions, and then we'll go ahead and get you up to the woman who will talk you through. Basically, what she will do is she's the resident manager, so she's just going to go over the rules with you. She'll let you know what it is you can bring in, what you can't bring in, visitations, all those types of things. We'll go ahead and get you set up. So you would be interested in coming in today?
Yes.
Okay, great. So again, what I'll do is I will go ahead and send you up front. And we'll go ahead and get the rest of the intake process done with Miss Rhonda. I'm sorry, that's her name for the resident manager. And we'll get everything started.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome. So once we get you in here and we get you acclimated, I will be your case manager. So we'll meet once a week. Your first 90 days, we'll meet once a week. We'll see where you're at. Identify any feelings that you may be having, any issues or things that you want to discuss with me. We'll talk about that. We will also get you referred, outsourced, anywhere you need to go. So that Mercy Care you said you were interested in, we'll go ahead and get that referral set up for you. And we'll get everything taken care of, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. It was great to meet you.
You too. Bye.